So now that we have a kind of functional dialog, we're going to create the class that's going to actually like keep track of all of the contacts. So we have a contact class that defines what a contact is, contact dialog that will, with a couple more changes, be able to create a contact. All right, and then we're going to have the contact tracker that's actually going to keep track of all of the contacts. Okay, so let's go ahead and make that class. I'm going to make sure that I have my GUI project selected here. Just going to call it contact tracker. Okay, I want this thing to have a superclass of JFrame, and I want to add an interface. Okay, so by interface, click add, and then select action listener, so that this thing will add in my action perform method for me, and I actually want it to have a main method as well. Okay. So contact tracker, JFrame, action listener, main method. Got it? So I think you're doing this the long way. Okay, I'm gonna look up here for a second. So if you're gonna go, if you want to type, don't type this in. Oh, okay. So you did add? Okay. So you good? Yeah. So for the browser, the add. So go to add, and then type in action, and it should pop up with action listener at the top, right? And then you just click OK, and you should have action listener there. Okay? All right. So because we did like those 4 steps, this contact tracker shows up with a lot more stuff filled in for us. Okay? So make sure that you have your main method. I'm just going to tidy that up a little bit. Put in contact tracker here. Okay? So that's my main method. Action performed, we'll fill that in later. Let's get this thing to actually look the way that we want it to look right now, okay? So I'm just going to kind of give myself some room here so that action performed and main are at the bottom. Okay, and then, so contact tracker is going to have a new component that you guys haven't learned yet, and that's called a JList. Okay, and that's going to be my contact list. But I don't know yet what's in my list, so I'm just going to declare it there. I'm not going to make it a new list yet. All right. The other thing that it has is a single button that allows me to add contacts. So I'm going to call that an add B. And then I want it to just say add contact. All right. And hopefully it makes sense to you to say, like, well, potentially we're going to be adding a bunch of contacts to this thing. All right. And so what we want to have here is an array of contact objects. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and put contact array. And I'm just going to call that contacts. And then here we're going to put in how many contacts we want. So I'm going to say that we want 100 contacts. Okay? That should be enough. All right. So then let's go ahead and construct this thing. So we're going to go public contact tracker. I'm going to do super again. Okay. That tells JFrame to do its constructor. Okay. And then inside of here, let's set the layout. To a border layout. Okay. And then we're going to make the contact list hold all of the contacts. So the way we do that is we go contact list equals new JList, and we're just going to put the contacts in the JList. So what we're doing there is we're creating the contact list so it holds the contacts. Now right now there are no contacts, so we're going to see an empty list, but at least we'll have something to kind of work from. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and add the contact list to the center. So we're going to go this.add contact list. We're going to add the add button to the south. We're going to make sure that we're listening to the button. So we're going to go add b.add action listener. Okay. We're going to pack. We're going to set this thing to be visible. And you guys do not need this last line, but I'm going to put it in mine because it just makes things better off for the Mac. And then I'm going to import everything. So remember that's Control-Shift-O or Command-Shift-O on the Mac. And I'll let you guys catch up to me here, but I'm just going to run this so you can see that it looks like what we saw yesterday. Okay, so it's a little skinnier than what we saw yesterday, but you can see like if I counted this, there'd be 100 blank lines, and so each of those lines can be a contact. All right, so that's all that we're going to do today. Tomorrow what we'll do is we'll make it so that when we click the add button here, we'll see the dialog pop up, and we'll be able to create the create the contact, and then we'll be able to see it in the list of contacts.